Hi, Helen. Happy New Year. I'm really happy you want a few sign language phrases to use with the person you have to deal with sometimes who's deaf. So I've got you a little cheat sheet of a few phrases. The first thing you should know is that in sign language, you don't have to sign all the words that we use in English. So I might uh, want to ask you what day is today, and I might just say, what today? All the other little words go away or they're sort of implied from context, which makes it easier for us because there are fewer things you have to do. Now here's the first one, which you might need, which is hi. Just a wave. And if at the end of the conversation, if you want to sign off, you can say bye. Just the other kind of wave. Oh, and the other thing I should have said is every time you make a sign, speak what you're saying, because a lot of deaf people read lips pretty well, and they rely on being able to do that to figure out what you're up to. So I say, hi, and I exaggerate a little bit the shape of my mouth, or bye. The next thing, here's the piece, the one you asked me for, which is how are you? So this is the H letter in sign language. It's your first two fingers and your thumb of your dominant hand. My dominant hand is my right hand. Your dominant hand is your left hand. So that's what you sign with, or the leading hand for the signs. So I have my H hand, and I twist it in front of my chest. How? And then I point to the person, you. So I'm saying, how are you? And I do, at the end, raise my eyebrows and very intently look as if I really want to know the answer, because a bit of acting is involved in sign language. If you say, I'm tired, tired, you draw your hand down like that, but you also draw your face down. It's if you're a bit of a clown, it helps. If the other person says, how are you to you, the safest answer is fine, which is like a fan shape coming out from your chest. Fine. And then you might want to say, thank you, which is you touch your hand or you bring up your hand almost to your lips and then down in front of you, as if you're blowing a kiss to the person. Thank you. And going with thank you, of course, would be you're welcome. And you can remember this one because it's like you're welcoming someone into the house because you put out your hand and sort of sweep it toward yourself. You're welcome. And bring the person in. You might want to say to this person, what do you want? It's a danger area because then they might tell you in sign language and, who knows. But it's a good start. You can say, what you want. So the what sign, there are actually two of them. This is the newer one where you go, whoa, what, waving your hands like this. Or the older sign that I learned was you put your left hand, your non-dominant hand like that, and with your dominant hand, draw your index finger down as if you're going down a list. What? And you point to the person, you, and then you draw your hands together as if you're pulling something toward yourself. Want. And with the question mark face. What you want. Or you could say, can I help you? Which would be, I help you with the question mark face. I'm pointing to myself. Help is your dominant hand, like that, like a surface, and your non-dominant hand on top of it, and you lift up your non-dominant hand. So you're helping it up. You. So, I help you. You don't have to do that flappy hand at the end. I'm not even, that's my dialect. Maybe at the end of the day, if the person is around and you're trying to close things up, you might have to say, we're closing now. We is a shape like that, like you're gathering a bunch of people together from one shoulder to the other. Close So your two hands like that with their palms up, and you turn them down like you're closing the two sides of a cardboard box. And now, this is the hand shape for the letter Y. I don't know why they use this, but, and then you just draw them down in front of you. So, we close now. What else do you need? Oh, once you've started saying hi to this guy or how are you, he may sign other things, or he may speak and you sometimes have trouble understanding him. So you can say again. Again, the dominant hand comes up and drops its fingertips into the non-dominant hand. And you might even say again, please, with your flat hand rubbing your heart. Again, please. And related to please, maybe he asks for something you don't have, is that you can rub your hand, your closed hand, like a fist, over your heart, and that is sorry. That's your cheat sheet. This is a cool world of stuff, and the communicating in sign language is a lot of fun, but it makes me feel like a baby again because I'm very slow to pick up other people's hand gestures and finger spelling and all that stuff. Oh, finger spelling! That's the last one I wanted to leave you with. You might want to tell him your name. And you say, my, remember, I is pointing to your chest. My is your open hand on your chest. Name is the two H signs that I showed you. And you click your dominant hand twice on the index finger of your non-dominant hand. And then you get to finger spell your name. Fortunately for you, that's pretty easy. H-E-L-E-N. So, my name, H-E-L-E-N. And that will knock this person's socks off. Let me know how it goes.